This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. I got an interesting topic today about the raw food diet. Should we be 100% or not? And if we're not 100%, are animal products okay? Or should we strictly stay on a vegan diet? And anyone that watches the reviews I'm doing on the Raw Life Health Show of Fred Biscay's book, Dr. Fred Biscay says you meet people where they're at. So if somebody is wanting to eat or not give up animal protein completely, then if they reduce it and they eat a higher quality form of it, such as free range or organic, they're going to be much better off than if they continue just eating it whenever they want. So ultimately, the ideal diet is going to be the foods that are going to give your body the most nutrients while using the least amount of energy to get those nutrients. That on the scale would be fruits and vegetables, and then we can take the form of that, and juicing would be even better. However, a person could still do tremendously well on not going 100% raw, but going vegan. And even if a person doesn't go vegan, they can eat some animal products and still do well. I mean, the major cause of disease is not only what you're eating, it's how much you're eating, or how often you're eating, or the combinations of what you're eating. And these are all things to consider. So I know somebody who started doing a raw food diet for their cancer, and they lived in a very cold climate and they were not able to do it. Now, my suggestion would have been, okay, go on a, vegan cooked food. Maybe up in the colder climate, you could have some soup or some rice or something. But the person didn't want to give up their animal protein. They did not want to give it up. So the suggestion to them was, and what they decided to do was, they're going to stick with the raw food diet. That's important. You're not completely giving up the raw food diet just because they didn't feel amazing on it. They realized the value of the raw food diet, but they're going to include back into their diet some animal protein, limiting it to a couple of days a week, and seeking the highest quality source they can get of that animal protein. And that is okay for certain people. Now, if you're like me, eating a raw food diet for many, many years, that would be a tremendous step backwards. And in some instances, maybe it would even be acceptable if it was done the right way, but in most cases, it would be kind of dangerous to do something like that. And, so if we are going to ease back into something like that after doing the raw vegan diet 100% for a long time, you can't just do it overnight. You really have to ease back into it. But hopefully you're going to experience all the benefits of the vegan diet, that you're not going to want to go back to animal protein. But there are simply some people that either don't understand or how to do this. There are other people that are so addicted to what they're doing and they're not willing to go through the sacrifice it takes to live without it. And then there are some people that just started it and they just feel like a little animal products will be okay for them. Milk and cheese has to be out of the question. No, that's not acceptable. And we can do another video about what animal products would be acceptable. There's a vegan channel. I'm a vegan, and I've experimented in the past with the goat milk raw, and I feel okay. I mean, it tasted great, but I never felt as good as I did on all raw, and I ended up getting sick doing that. I know there's a fellow on the internet who just stopped eating the raw vegan diet completely and started eating like raw animals, and he started saying about how amazing he felt at first, but now he started experiencing problems. Well, stimulation is amazing. It'll make somebody feel amazing. I know people that smoke crack and feel amazing. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the best way to go. So here's the situation. You're on the raw vegan diet, or even a vegan diet. You just started it, and you're not 100% sure this is for you. So before going back to adding animal products back in your diet, evaluate and ask yourself, what can I possibly be missing or doing wrong? Why is this working for some people and not for others? Look at your vitamins, make sure you're getting what you need. Maybe consider supplementation before adding meat back into the diet. And then after in my opinion, after you've tried doing all that stuff and you're still experiencing difficulties, then maybe go back and see how you feel. But I would use it as a last resort, not a first resort of going and seeing how you feel, going backwards. So, and then another thing is some people start out too fast and they go forward too fast, and then they just They did it too quickly. So don't go too fast. Now, if you have a serious disease, you don't have a choice but to go fast. But if you're just doing this to lose weight or gain energy or improve your health, you don't have to speed into this. Gradually get into it. And when studying healthier, try to get better forms of food, go to the scale. Look at the book, Your Healthy Journey by Dr. Fred Bishy, and my book, The Raw Life. And you can do this. You can do this. And I'm here to help. But if you've been doing this a short while and you feel you have to go back, it's not impossible to eat a raw vegan diet and include some animal products back in it. It's not that's much better than just skipping the raw food diet completely and just going back to what you're doing. So it's feasible and it's possible. And just give the diet a try and make a couple adjustments if it's not working for you, and then take it from there. I also do coaching. If you want counseling on your diet and stuff, you can contact me. We could arrange that. So I want to encourage everyone out there that does have an illness, and those of you that don't, if you keep doing the same thing and expect the same result, if you keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, that's a definition of insanity. If you want to change the result, you have to change what you're doing. So change what you're doing, and you'll see new results. Until then, everybody, put your comments or questions below the video. Have a great day and a great Raw Life.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.